friends, and welcome back to Inner Health Journey. Today I thought I would bring you along as I recreated this pumpkin artisan bread that I made recently. I wanted to just adjust the ratio of freshly milled flour and regular flour, so I thought I'd bring you along as we tried it. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, then come and join me in my kitchen. So what I have is 2 cups of freshly milled hard white wheat flour and 1 cup all-purpose flour. So I'm going to put that in there together. I'm just going to whisk that together so everything's incorporated nicely. So there's this YouTube channel that I like to watch, and they make some interesting food. There's no recipes or anything. You just get to see what ingredients they're adding. It doesn't say how much. But she recently made some pumpkin loaves and some spinach loaves. So I thought, why not try making that ourselves? So I put a ½ cup of warm water. To that, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of honey. And this is 3/4 teaspoons of instant yeast, so you don't need to proof that. And then this is 1 cup of the roasted pumpkin that I've done on the video before. So I'm just going to add that into here. So I would say, like we talked about, she used a spinach, but any squash or like maybe even sweet potato would be good in this. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my flour. And then 3/4 teaspoon of salt is what I'm going to use. So now I am just going to use my Danish dough whisk here and mix it together. Get it started to see if I needed to add any more water or what I need in here. And then I'm just going to start working it together to get all that flour in here. So now I'm just going to take it out and I'm just going to knead it for a little bit here. And what I'm going to do, since I'm using the freshly milled flour, I'm going to let it rest for a little bit, let it absorb some of that moisture, and then we will come back and knead it after it rests for a little bit. So the noise you're hearing in the background is my everyday sandwich bread being made, because I just let that one set for about 30 minutes as well before I started kneading that one. And so here is our pumpkin bread, and I'm just going to do a little bit of kneading here on this. Now I can tell you that my husband made me some French toast with the leftover last loaf of this that we made, and it was delicious. Okay, so I've kneaded this for about 5 minutes, and so what I'm going to do is just put this back into my bowl, cover it, and let it sit in a warm place and double in size. So as you can see, our bread has risen. It's about double in size. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the bowl. So now all I'm going to do is press it out a little, flatten it, and roll it. Then I'm just going to press the ends together, the seams, and just roll it out. Do the same on the sides. Now that I have it into the shape that I want, I'm just going to lay that on my parchment paper, and I'm going to cover it and then let it rise for probably about an hour. And I'm just going to cover it with a damp cloth, maybe. No, I'm going to cover it with my saran wrap still and my damp cloth. So the bread has risen. So what I have is, I just have it on that parchment paper. I'm going to score it. And then what I'm going to do is an egg wash that I have here. And then what I have is some sprouted seeds, pumpkin seeds, and I'm going to top our bread with that. So I have the oven preheated to 425 degrees. And I am going to put this on a pizza stone in my oven, and I have a, sorry, I just had to grab this. And I'm gonna spray some water in there as I'm cooking it. And this will bake between 20 to 25 minutes. I will let you know. And there you go, friends. There is our pumpkin artisan bread. It turned out fabulous. I cooked it for about 25 minutes, and then I also, while I was doing that, I made our everyday sandwich bread. And I can leave a link to this video in the description box down below, and I will leave a link for the recipe for this bread. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and Lord willing, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good night. Bye.